on YouTube music monetization. We're looking at this really detailed plan someone put together for a podcast episode, all about how musicians are making money, real money, on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a pretty fascinating roadmap.
Yeah, and I think even if our listeners aren't musicians themselves, there are some lessons here for anyone looking to build an audience online.
Oh, definitely.
And earn from their creative work.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
it is a pretty dense plan, but one thing that really struck me as I was reading it is just how much it emphasizes the importance of strategy. Like, it's not just about uploading a video and hoping it goes viral.
Right.
Musicians who are really seeing success on YouTube are treating it like a business.
Okay, so what does that actually look like? Like running a music business on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know about the ad revenue, right?
Yeah.
But this plan gets into so much more than that.
Oh, way more. Yeah, it actually dives into the idea of building a really professional brand, which for musicians, a lot of that is about the visuals. They talk a lot about like creating custom thumbnails that really stand out, especially on like a small screen.
Right.
Thinking about like, avoiding just like a generic album cover for every single video.
Sure.
Think about it. When you're scrolling through YouTube,
Right.
some thumbnails just grab you more than others.
Yeah.
That's what they're getting at here.
So like you need to hook people visually before they even hear your music?
Exactly. And then, I mean, beyond that, they talk a lot about diversifying revenue streams. So, of course, there's sponsorships and brand deals, which, kind of open up as your channel grows.
Yeah.
Then there's merch, selling T-shirts, hats, even like, personalized items.
Oh, wow.
Directly to your fans.
Okay.
And they even mention licensing opportunities where you could sell your music to be used in other videos or other types of media.
So it's about building this whole ecosystem around your music. Finding all these different ways to connect with fans and generate income. But, we're talking about all this other stuff. What about the actual content?
Yeah.
What are these musicians putting out there?
Well, I mean, performance videos, they're still super important.
Right.
But the plan really highlights how tutorials and remixes are becoming increasingly popular.
Okay.
And what I thought was really interesting is that they actually encourage musicians to leverage trends, like viral challenges.
Oh, interesting.
Like imagine, putting your own spin on some popular meme or dance craze.
Yeah.
It's a way to tap into something that people are already watching.
Yeah, like riding that wave of popularity but making it your own.
Exactly.
Okay. So, but with all these different types of content, all these platforms, how do you know what's working? Does the plan talk about analytics at all?
Oh, yeah. They stress how important it is to really understand YouTube analytics.
Okay.
Because that's how you figure out what your audience actually likes, which videos are performing well, and maybe where you need to switch things up a bit. You can actually see like what people are clicking on, how long they're watching, what they're responding to.
So it's like you have this direct line to your audience's preferences.
Exactly.
Wow. That's powerful stuff. And they don't just like stop at YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this plan mentions like multi-platform approach.
Yeah, they're big on that. It's not enough to just be on YouTube. They want musicians to think bigger, connect with fans on Instagram, TikTok, maybe even building an email list.
Right.
It's all about, building a presence across all these different platforms.
So that's a lot to manage. Does the plan like prioritize certain strategies over others?
I mean, they definitely emphasize starting with a really solid foundation on YouTube.
Okay.
But I think it's about finding a balance. Like, maybe one week you're focused on making an amazing YouTube video, and then the next week you're promoting it all over Instagram.
Right.
It's about using each platform in the best way you can.
Yeah, it's about playing to their strengths. Okay, so to kind of recap here, I think some of the key takeaways are building a professional channel. Really exploring those multiple revenue streams, engaging your audience, and doing it on multiple platforms.
Yeah, for sure.
I think what really struck me is how much this plan emphasizes strategy.
Yeah.
And understanding the data behind your content.
Yeah, you have to know your numbers.
You really do.
It's fascinating to think about, you've got these big platforms like YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
They're actually providing tools and resources to help creators make money from their work. Like, does this signal a change in how we think about and reward creativity?
Interesting question.
It really is. I think it's something worth considering as we all navigate this new digital landscape.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Great discussion. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
My pleasure.
We'll catch you next time.